They're all. So in today's session, continuing the narration part, so as we are going to start the exclamatory sentences and the remaining kinds of sentences there. So here, in exclamatory sentence, when we need to change it into indirect speech, so first thing is this, that we should know, we must keep this thing in our mind, is this, that the verb in the reporting verb is changed into like exclaim with sorrow, or exclaim with surprise, exclaim with joy, or cry out, etc. Such as, for example, if I say like, Portia said, "Good heavens, I am ruined." So, if we are going to change it into indirect speech, so it will become, Portia exclaimed with sorrow that she was ruined. Now, another example, if I'm going to say like, the director said, "What a good dance, Suzanne. You have won the contest." So, now transforming it into, changing it into indirect speech, so it will become as, the director remarked with appreciation. Got it? So, the director remarked with appreciation, or you can say applauded, that Suzanne had danced well and declared that she had won the contest. So in this way, we change, in terms of this one, exclamatory sentences, we need to do that. Now, the inverted commas, so that is used like earlier, which I told you, is in place of inverted commas. So we will have to do the same with the tense, pronoun, adverb, and of time and place. All these things are like in reported speech. It's similar to like the earlier terms, earlier kinds of sentences. But we need to know one thing, that what, some words like what, oh, ah, good heavens, hooray, all these are the words which expresses joy, sorrow, or surprise. Whereas bravo is a word which expresses applause or appreciation. And some more words are like hark, H-A-R-K, hark, or low. This kind of words, it expresses to carry on the attention or to listen. And fi, poo, these are the words, it expresses contempt or hatred or that kind of things. Now, if we are going to say like, let's come to this one, optative sentences. So in optative sentences, first of all, we should know that optative sentences are those sentences which expresses prayer or wish. So in that way, here what happens, the verb in the reporting verb is changed into wish and pray. So how? For example, the old man said to his son, inverted comma start, "May God bless you." So when we are going to change it into indirect speech, it will become, the old man wished or blessed his son that God might bless him. Another example, they said, "May God save our country." So it will come as, they prayed that God might save their country. Remember the changes of pronouns and all these things, tense and all, will remain same like earlier. Now, inverted commas is replaced with that, which I told you earlier, like this one. In the previous part also I told you. So what we need to do is, need to keep in, remember that tense, pronoun, adverbs of time and place, it will change as per the sentences demands. Now, for this narration part, in this narration part, what we need to do is, as I told you earlier, all the details, but always remember that the change of tense It's very important. So let me make it clear once again. Let us revise it. The change of sentences, change of the speech, that means direct to indirect. So here what we need to do, we need to know first what kind of sentence it is. After that, we will have to change it as per the rule. So as I told you earlier regarding tense, if the reporting verb is in the present or future, or reported speech is universal truth, the tense of reported speech does not change. For example, she says, I shall go to Delhi. Now when we are going to change it, it will become she says that she will go to Delhi. Got it? Next is, if the reporting verb, another rule, if the reporting verb is in the past, the tense of the reported speech changes into past, as I told you how in previous session I told you, like present tense changes into past tense to its various forms. Present indefinite change into past indefinite, present continuous change into past continuous, present perfect to past perfect, present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. So in the same way, past tense, in case of past tense, it changes as follows: past indefinite change to past perfect, past continuous to past perfect continuous, past perfect never change, as well as past perfect continuous also never change. Now future tense, will or shall change into would or should. The modals are changed as may comes as might, can, could, have to change to had to change to had to, should it never change, or must never change. As we know, these are also these two words, should and must, in modals. We know that earlier in our previous classes, like when you people were in class 5, 6 and 7, you got that some defective verbs, they are known as defective. It's because they are not having all three forms of tense there. So you must remember while changing the tense that need not used to, would, rather, or would better, had rather, had better, should, must. These are all subjunctive mood, they do not change. Now regarding past continuous, it changes when it refers to a complete action, such as, she said to me, I was thinking of helping him but changed my mind later on. So if you need to go change it, so it will become like, she told me that she had been thinking of helping him but changed her mind later on. So it shows the complete action. Okay. So past continuous does not change when it is used in time clause. For example, he said to me, while I was singing, she was dancing. So when we need to change it into indirect speech, so it will become, he told me that while he was singing, she was dancing. Another way, past indefinite does not change when in this way, like when it is used in time clause, it never changes when it expresses two simultaneous actions, such as, she said I cooked vegetable and he fried rice. So it will become, she said that she cooked vegetables and he fried rice. So the condition is, when past indefinite does not change when it expresses two simultaneous action, and past indefinite tense does not change when it expresses historical past, such as, he said Netaji was born in Kolkata. So he said that Netaji was born in Kolkata. Now change of will, I told you, it comes as should. When the speaker seeks advice or request. The mother said, what will I do with so much money, my son? The mother asked her son what she should do with so much money. Now, need, change of need, it comes in. For example, she said, need I write a letter? Then it will come as she asked if she had to write a letter. Another example, she said, if I am selected, I need not study further. She said that if she was selected, she would not have to study further. Now, change of could, it will come in case of permission. She said to me, when I was a student, I could not go out alone. Now, in indirect speech, it will become as she told me that when she was a student, she was not allowed to go alone. Again, in that way, the change of must, it normally does not change when it refers to duty or laws of nature. For example, Rahul said to her, you must obey your parents. Rahul said to her that she must obey her parents. Or the word must, it changes. In this case, like for example, if I'm saying she said I must leave at once, here in indirect it will become she said that she had to leave at once. Or she said I must get up early tomorrow, so it will become like she said that she would have to get up early the next day. So regarding pronouns, again I told you earlier, change of pronouns in the reported speech. First person I or we in the reported speech change into the subject of the reporting verb, such as she said to me I am unwell. She told me that she was unwell. Now, we, the pronoun we, does not change when we, the pronoun, is used in general sense and when object me is included in the subject. For example, the saint said we are mortals. The saint said that we are mortals. But one more thing is this, if we change into it when we is used by a newspaper or an organization, such as the pioneer said we are not responsible for any error. So there it will come, the pioneer said that it was not responsible for any error. So here the we, it changed to it, and when it comes, whenever it is used by a newspaper or any organization. Now the second person you in the reported speech change into object of the reporting verb, such as he said to his mother, will you give me money? He asked his mother if she would give him some money. Now the another example I'm giving you, the teacher said to the students, you are not to leave the class without permission. So the teacher, if we are going to change it into indirect speech, so it will become the teacher advised the student that they were not to leave the class without permission. Now third person, he, she, they, it in the reported speech does not change. I say to her he will not come, and it will turn as it will in changing it in indirect speech it will be I told her that he would not come. Or another example, you see, the boy said to his father they have not returned the book. The boy told his father that they had not returned the book. And regarding the adverbial times, which I told you, now change to then, ago comes as before, today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day, or the day before. last night, the previous night, or the night before. Next month, the following month. The day before yesterday comes as 2 days before. The day after tomorrow, it comes as in 2 days' time. So these are all the general instructions, notes that you will have to keep in mind while changing the narration. And still then, later you try to do the practices as given in your book itself. If you are getting any kind of problem again, so you can ask me the questions, you can note it down, and we will discuss all those questions there in the group itself. Thank you.